Welcome in, Morazane. Oh man, I got the name wrong. Alright. Oh wait, it's lagging like crazy. Give me a second. I guess I have to change it. I'll do it after the stream. I can upload a different thumbnail tomorrow. This should be a quick fix, but it seems I made a mistake there. I had to do it from the top of my mind, so I know it was Morazane, but I guess I did more Zane. Oh man, I had so much trouble today. I was considering not even going live today. Welcome in, Cyrus. I was literally considering not streaming. I had so many errors, so many troubleshootings. Like, it drained whatever little energy I had today. But I should be able to change the thumbnail after the stream, or tomorrow. I can change it during work. Should take me about 5 seconds. A voice from the void. I don't really remember. Okay, I guess it's red, so we should be able to see it. So we got my, this one. And that was that one. Alright. Did I get this? Alright, so I did attune to this one. That's good. Let me do these side quests quickly, since we have the gear now. Generously provided by Morazane. I am a dwarf. Good evening to you, Morazane. Good evening to you, Evoke. Good evening to you, Cyrus. Thank you guys for joining the stream. Like, part of me was considering, like, am I going to stream today? There are a few things I wanted to do on the background. You have something, sadly? What do you mean? Got my new scuff controller, let's go. Ah, that makes sense. Are you gonna start streaming yourself? And if so, where are you gonna stream? On YouTube or Twitch? And yes, there's usually 24-hour verification. Yeah. It's always at the start. I could have told you that, but I didn't know you were gonna stream at all. That's alright though, it's just 24 hours. So you should be able to tomorrow. YouTubers. Which scuff controller did you get again, Cyrus? I know you told me before. Pretty expensive one, but a pretty good one. Oh man, I probably should have checked my loadout. Oh well, I think we'll be fine. We do plenty of damage now, at least. Oh, so that's... Wait, that's 1 and this is 2, so this does more damage. Or is this just AoE? All enemies? Oh, this one does more damage. Yeah, good enough. There we go. And now the armor is sealed to us. Let me know if you need some help with any of that, Morazane. I'm not very, I'm not the best in my to-go-to knowledge when it comes to streaming. But, you know, I managed, sort of. Just had the massive trouble trying to set up my multi-stream. Any luck finding that tendon? For my part, I've acquired something that should serve as a makeshift gear. Cost me an arm and a leg, but hey, if it helps claim that bounty in the end, it'll be more than worth it. I should have plenty of dye with me, let me check. Perfect. Yes, I reckon this is durable and elastic enough to replace Mannequin's snap drive belt. I'll fetch my toolbox and get started straight away. PS5 streaming is kind of easy. I did that before. It's all integrated, it's really nice. The best way to do it though is to get a stream key. I can help you with that a little bit. I have to check myself as well. It's best to open the browser and put in all the stream data. And then go live. Or go live and edit the data afterwards. If you go live on YouTube on your PS5, you can go to your PC or phone and go to your browser and you can edit the video that's being streamed right now, so you can change the title and all the settings, etc. There should be a way to put those settings in before streaming, I just haven't really figured it out. The stream is stuttering at your side according to YouTube. Is it? Is the stream stuttering for you guys as well? In the meantime, why don't you scout out a suitable lookout point? Profinus would, Bronices was last sighted just to the southeast of town. Try to find us a spot on higher ground, out of sight from the main thoroughfare. Okay, I think it's just Hammercat then in this case. Do I need to get... Maybe I should call them tomorrow. I need to call the company for my internet provider. Because they were doing renovations, so they knocked me down to the lowest internet speed, which should still be enough for streaming. Welcome in, George. How you doing, buddy? But yeah, I'm gonna go back to fiberglass, which I was before. Glad to hear it, man. Glad to hear it. Doing some Final Fantasy XIV. I was able to set up my multi-stream. I'm not streaming on Twitch just yet. I think Saturday will be the first one, where I'll stream both on Twitch and YouTube for the TCG. I mean, it seems fine on my end as well, Rick, so I'm not really sure what's going on. I got two people saying it's fine from different countries, and so is my stream literally on my PC and my phone. So I don't know what's going on your side. Ho there, fiend. Ho there, friend. As you can see, our clockwork friend is back in tip-top shape. And since it appears you found it as a perfect lookout spot, why don't we get down to work? I'll kindle us fire. We might be here for a while. Look at the dwarven armor. Well, I'll be. There's the bastard. Look at that beard. I'm sorry, Morzane, for mistyping your name. Look closely and hold your gaze. You must witness the sheer aura with your own two eyes. There he is. He's creating those voids. But yeah, I reckon once I go back to... what do you even call this? I reckon once I go back to fiberglass, it should be more than fine. Now we must send it out the mannequin too soon. Phronesis will see it. He may very well blast it to bits before it has a chance to investigate the hollows. And there he goes. I'll send the mannequin into the trill. Let's set it back and enjoy the show. Let's sit back and enjoy the show. There it is. There you go. Gotta get pretty close, not gonna lie. Just as expected, gone without a trace, shed no tears for a little friend. Though his sacrifice, we now know just how much distance we must keep from the hollows to avoid being sucked into the void. Now is our turn. Let's edge a bit closer and see what we can observe. Mind you, take care not to wander too close, lest you fancy a vacation to a dark, shadowy abyss. Yeah, that's why it was spamming going live for a few times in a row, because it had some trouble connecting. And every time it does that, it connects to a YouTube server, so I literally had like 6 streams coming up. So I had to close all of them down. It is as a shadowy whirlwind rages in sight, ready to suck anything and everything into the void. I've seen many a horrific sight in my days, but this sends a shiver up my spine. Let me out. It's so dark in here. Huh? Why the pale face, friend? You look as if you've seen a ghost. A voice, you say, from inside the hollow? But that's impossible. Is anyone out there? Please, help me. Help me get out of here. Over here. Was that a voice? Is someone out there? If you can help me, please, you must help me. I can't see anything. No road, no trees, not even an ether current to follow. Which way do I go? How do I get out of this place? That voice. What in God's name is it saying? The voice of a boy, you say? Claims he's lost in sight with no ether current to follow. Sounds like he's adrift in a flow. Not unlike what would happen if an etherite to which one was teleporting was destroyed in mid-journey. Wait a minute. What if there was some way we could channel your ether into the void? Might that allow your etheric form to serve as a beacon of sorts to guide the child back to us? Of course, now that I know how we go about it. Leave it to me. You reckon you could do just that? I won't even think of asking how, you damnedest. Alright, somehow I magically know. Wicked White, I knew you were no ordinary sinner, but even you still find me ways to surprise me. Found someone. Where am I? Well, I'll be damned. There was a child inside. A little expedition that left us with more questions than answers, eh? But for now, the boy needs our care. Let us carry him back to Mort Souk and find him a warm bed and some nourishment. Let them follow your beard. Yeah, I'll just throw it out there. Let them follow it. I got 3 of my crafting classes to 90 and the rest to 80. Let's go. Guess you've been doubling down on those, haven't you? The boy's resting now. He's weak but not wounded. At least as far as I can tell. Needless to say, his presence raises questions. Are there others trapped on the other side of the hollows? If so, might they also be returned to our world alive? There's so much we must ask him when he awakens. On another subject, this must be an old question. Have you ever looked after the child before? As a matter of fact. You don't say. In that case, he's all yours. I'm jesting, friend. I can't very well tie you down here forever. Worry not, I'll manage somehow. Hey, Saber, welcome in. How are you doing, buddy? I suppose the first order of the day should be to get some food in his belly. He does look terribly pale, after all. Methinks I'll go hunting for some meat. No, perhaps I should take him to a physician first. After all, he may be suffering from some ailments inscrutable to the eye. Or maybe I should... Damn it all, I knew I wasn't cut out for this. Right, quest complete. And we can accept the next one as well. Echoes of the Past. Sarek wears a flustered expression on his face. Ah, there you are. You'll be happy to know the boy is awake and seems to be no worse for the wear, physically speaking at least. There's just one rub, you see. He has no recollection of where he came from, or just how he managed to get swallowed up in the void. Yep. Gotta eat. Gotta hydrate as well. In fact, other than his name, Tainor, he can't remember much of anything at all. He seems a good lad, mind you. Eats my half-hour's cooked meat, cooking with a smile and nary a word of complaint. Yet I reckon he's hurting inside him badly. He was reuniting with his parents with all due speed. I suggested that he go for a stroll around Mortsuk in the hopes that his sights might help him jog his memory. He can't have wandered far. Why don't you go check up on him? I mean, who knows how long he's been in there? For all we know, he might have been in there for like 100 years. There's Tainor. Do not tell me you're the one who rescued me from the flow, yeah? I feel from the same warmth that reached out to me when I was adrift in the ether. Well, I'll be damned. The boy's a sharp one. And that's not the least of it. The carer who examined him said he could feel great power welling up from in him. Despite his young age, Tainor seems to possess a remarkable command of the magical arts. Perhaps I do, and yet I cannot say. Try as I might, I cannot recall nothing of who I am or where I came from. Only the darkness. No need for apologies, boy. You did well to just make it back to us. Speaking of which, can you remember anything at all of when you felt you were adrift in the void? You just said he didn't, right? That I remember, or at least I think I do. I recall vaguely sensation of someone passing alongside me. Indeed, I believe this is where it roused me from my slumber. If the Hollow truly are a gate between worlds, that would mean that someone recently traveled from ours to another, or from another to ours. But that's not possible, or is it? You'd be surprised. You know something I don't, friend. Worry not, I won't pry for details. Ah well, no sense wrecking our brains over the matter beyond our comprehension. Let's concentrate on what we can do. Namely, finding the boy here a home. No doubt his memories will come back to him in due time. Yeah, I had some problems setting the stream up. I updated the OBS, got multi-stream installed and set up. Wanted to go live, it didn't, so I had to update my drivers, update OBS, change all the settings around, and it finally worked. I'm not multi-streaming just yet, but I'll probably do that on Saturday's TCG. Go live on YouTube and Twitch. And then slowly start integrating more. Maybe I'll go live on TikTok as well in the future. You truly do that for me. But the two of you have already saved my life. I can't possibly burden you any further. It's no burden at all. Besides, if we can figure out just who you are and where you came from, it might just lead us to the answers we seek. Now let's consider the options. One possibility is that you're an orphan, all alone in this world, with not a soul to take care or look after you. And yet, this seems unlikely. Yes, the mystical powers you possess say otherwise. If you're truly as skilled in magic as they say, then it stands to reason that someone trained you in the art. Who's this master of yours? And whether you are of their blood or simply received their tutelage, this I cannot say. Either way, I'm certain they're worried sick about you. Maybe Phorenesis, or whatever his name is his master. That truly is so. I'd like very much to meet this person too. Phronesis, or whatever his name is, I can't pronounce it. That settles it. Let's get down to business. I took the liberty of inquiring around Mortsuk and the Crystarium. Fortunately, there have been no reports of missing persons matching Tainer's description. Which means that we have no choice but to take our search elsewhere. I know of a merchant in town who travels off to take him in a far afield. Let's have a talk to him and see if he's heard of any helpful rumors. Did I already turn in the book? I did not yet. Rumors of a missing boy, you say? Funny that you ask. It's a long shot, I reckon, but I overheard something the other day that might be of use. On my way to Mortsuk, I stopped over at the inn, Journey's Hat. There I met an ailing mage. As the carriers told it, he'd been ambushed by a Sin Eater and was separated from his child in the battle. Bloody hells, could it be? The Sin Eater that attacked the poor man was Phronesis. That would explain everything. The man you speak of, could he be my father? We must go to him at once. Agreed. I only doubt that the man is no... There is no point in presuming the worst. Let us make for the inn and see what the carriers there can tell us. Okay, it's over there. Who knows? You did do the triple triad, right? Yeah, I did do all the triple triads. Oh wait, you're asking about the primals. I did do those myself. Yeah, I done pretty much everything. Except for the Beldician Armory. I did all dungeons and raids. And trials and guildhests. Ho there! I hear there's a mage in your care who's lost his boy. Well, I do believe we have them right here. I fear that must be some mistake. The boy in question has already been found. This is him, right here. What? So it wasn't my father after all. This boy with you, he too, has been separated from his family? Just so. We heard that a man was looking for his son, and we just hoped. Alas, it seemed it wasn't meant to be. But are there many people here? Yes? Might I ask to see if there's any others others of my family here? But of course, yet many people here are quite ill, and in many cases considerable pain. It's not a place for a young child to walk around unattended. Indeed it is not. Guess that means either myself or Vexus here should accompany him. I'll go with him. The walk might help me, take my mind off things. Not a bad idea. If the lad doesn't mind, I reckon Tainer would rather be with someone of his own age. He's an elf, though. Is he really the same age? Take his mind off things. Speaking of which, how's the boy's father holding up? I fear the poor man has already departed on his journey. He's a man no longer. Turned into a Sin Eater. The child insisted upon staying by his father's side until the last. I permitted this out of respect for him, though parts of me regret their choice. None so young should suffer such horrors. It was some small solace to learn that he has living relatives who reside at the Crystarium. In fact, I was just making preparations to escort him there myself. I see. Reckon we should also find someone to look after Tyler as well. Tainer. Don't get the wrong idea, friend. I haven't given up on the prospect of finding the boy's family, but we have no other leads. A deadly Sin Eater is still on the loose. If the lad tags along with every step of the way, he's more likely to end up dead, or worse, to ever reunite with his family. Here's what I propose. We find someone to watch over Tainer for the time being, get back on the hunt, and gather whatever clues we can about his origin along the way. Very well, but we must see that he is safe. Aye, that goes without saying. Let us have a talk with the proprietor of the Wandering Stairs. He's a kind enough chap and knows damn near everyone in these parts. With any luck, he'll be able to direct us to a willing and able guardian. Look at the beard. The beard and the glowy eyes. Look, I don't like this any more than you do, but it's the best we can do for the boy given our circumstances. At any rate, let's find him and share the news. Don't worry, it's my decision and I intend to take responsibility for it. Bad news, friend. It seems the two young ones got into quarrels sorts, and Tainer's up and run away. Seems the lad mentioned he'd come out from one of the hollows. The other boy put two and two together and figured he'd been attacked by a sin eater. And I said, my dad was attacked by a sin eater, and then he turned into one himself. So I asked, what if you turn into a sin eater too? Tainer's face went all white. He kept saying, what do you mean? What do you mean? Over and over and over and over again. I just couldn't take it anymore. Before I knew it, I was shouting at him, shut up! Just shut up! I bet you're turning into an sin eater already. Why? Why did I say such a mean and nasty thing? Don't be so hard on yourself, lad. Both of you had a rough go of it the past few days. Nobody could blame either one of you for feeling a bit on edge. But we must hurry and find Tainer before it comes to harm. Let's split up. I'll search to the west and you take the east, and be careful out there. Echoes of the past. Oh, he's over here. Not doing any of the skills. I don't want to set up my taskbar for now. We'll do it later. When I heard the glamour of battle, I feared the worst, but I see that you have everything under control. Are you okay, lad? Forgive me. I don't deserve this kindness. I was just so scared. I was worried about what would become if I never recovered my memories. And then I started thinking, what if I ended up like the boy's father? What if it's already happening to me? That's one matter you need to worry yourself about. The carer who examined you told me as much. You suffered no direct wounds. You are in no more danger of turning into a sin eater than Vexus or me. Is that so? That's good to hear. But I must apologize to that boy. I should have known better than to badger him out of such things, especially after what happened to his father. Funny thing is, he was saying the same thing about you. You both have good hearts, lad, and you've been through more than any man should. There's no need to be ashamed about your feelings. There's still so much I do not understand about this world. Why does no one here know of me? Am I doomed to be alone for the rest of my days? Why must it be this way? If only I could remember something. Anything. I'm sick of not knowing who I am. I'm sick of being alone. Now it's your turn, Tainer, and do not be disheartened by your last attempt. Even the greatest of mages have known failure. Oh, I see what's going on. Isn't that phronesis? Your command of magical is equal of my own. If I can succeed, there's no reason why you cannot. Free your mind and worry. Free your mind of worry and focus. Phronesis was an elf. I wonder if that's him. Oh no. Njolbert, I guess. I shall try my best. Wait, wasn't his name Njolbert? I forgot. They all use so hard names. I can't even remember. Might be him. I don't know. Maybe it's him in the past. Wicked White. Are you alright, Vexus? I remember now. I was standing here on the blighted plains, my head hung low in shame. Then Njolbert turned to me with a smile and heartening words. Njolbert. Why does the name sound so familiar? I reckon we've much to discuss, but not in this godforsaken place. Let's head back to the inn and see if we can get to the bottom of this. Alright. I want a long moment just staring at the dwarf. Yeah, the cutscenes are pretty long. I want to do some roulettes after I'm done with these quests. Tainer, are you alright? I'm so sorry, I shouldn't have said those nasty things. Forgive me for not reacting as I did. I'm fine. In fact, I seem to have recovered some of my memories. Really? That's wonderful. Maybe you won't feel so scared and alone anymore. I'm leaving to go live in the Crystarium with my relatives. Promise me you'll come visit. I mean, after you got your memories back and all, of course. It's a promise. Until next time, my friend. At least introduce yourself. You're still the forlorn boy. Alright. I knew you two could work things out. Now let us return to Mort Soog. We have more than our share of questions that need answering. Right, so the Paladin one couldn't get us past 74. And this is the level 74 one, so let's see if we can get to the next area for this one. The Paladin area we didn't have unlocked yet, so that was the problem. Actually, we needed to push the main quest, that was the thing. Ah, I saw it. First you fainted all of a sudden. When you came to, a portion of Tainer's memory had returned. What in the world happened out there? Are they Phronesis students, both of them? The power to look into the past, eh? Yep, that's my echo. You're certain that what Vexus described matches up with your recollection of the past? I don't know how to break it to you, lad, but your friend Njolbert, that was with you that day, he's no ordinary boy. He's none other than the very man who became Phronesis, one of those goddamn warriors of light. If he was just a young child in your memories, that means when you saw took place over 100 years ago. Would that it were just a coincidence, another boy with the same name, but no. Judging from the formidable command of magic, we can only assume it was him. On the way back, I managed to recall some more about Njolbert and myself. We were taken by a group of mages, a consortium of sorts. They were searching for a means to open a hole to another world, and were recruiting young children with high magical aptitude to the task. Njolbert and myself were the two chosen. You can't be serious, and yet that would explain the Sinier's ability to summon those damned holes. And if you possess the same knowledge and training as Njolbert did, it could also explain why you were able to survive in there all the time. What I don't understand is, why haven't you aged at all? I cannot say for sure, and yet my memories, they are slowly coming back to me. In time, I may be able to help you find a way to close the hollows. You'd be a lifesaver if you could, but don't overburden yourself. You're still recovering after all. In the meantime, don't worry. Vexen and I will see that you're safe. Lol. I thought Tainer was just a victim in the Sin Eater. To think he was actually friends with the man himself. Back when he was still a man. That can't be simple coincidence. Oh, the Nef Hive, you're in the Dravanian Forelands? Hinterlands? Highlands? Forelands, I believe. Yes, I'm convinced of it now. The child holds the key to defeating Phronesis. We must keep him safe and let him out of our sights. Besides, look at how hard he's trying to recover his memories. I'm not sure. I'm not so heartless as to kick the poor lad before he's figured out something. But we can't very well rush things. You and I will continue to prepare for the battle ahead, while waiting for the rest of Tainer's memories to come back to him. And that is to say, if that's alright with you, lad. I'm so sorry. I couldn't possibly burden you any further. Look, lad, I've only known you a short while, but I can tell you've got a good heart, and a good heart on your shoulders. I can only begin to imagine the horrors you've been through, not to mention the fears and uncertainties you face even now. But I want you to promise me this: no more apologies. You've no burden to us, not in the least. You're a valuable member of our band, and as long as you're willing, I want you with us. Isn't that right, Vexus? Yep, Sentinel Dwarf agrees. I see. Thank you, Serik. Thank you, Vexus. I will aid your quest in whatever way I can. Now that's more like it. We're counting on you, lad. Alright, complete. Let's go. I don't think the next one is available yet. Let's see. Oh, this one is, though. Is it? Yeah, interesting. So maybe we can already pick up the Paladin one as well. Serik has good tidings he would share with you. Good news, friend. Tainer here has told me that his memories are starting to come back to him. There's one collection in particular that he says he's eager to discuss with the two of us. Tell us, lad, what is it? As time goes by, memories of my earlier days return to me piece by piece. Njolbert and I were born to members of a great consortium of mages. From our earliest years, we were tutored in the magical arts by some of the realm's greatest scholars. The consortium's leaders sought to find a way to open a hole in time and space, a portal to the other world from which they could summon forth beasts of great power. Njolbert and I were chosen to participate in the research. So many great beasts from beyond our world. You're a mage, Vexus. Is that even possible? Yep. Perhaps he speaks of Voidsand. Voidsand? Never heard of them, but I'll take the answer as a yes. Mages come up with the damnedest ideas, and yet I don't understand. Why ever would whoever would they use two young boys for such a dangerous experiment? The beasts our master sought to summon reside in the plains most distant from our own. Reaches across such a great distance require tremendous store of initial ethereal power. So our master set about to breed the perfect mage. Marriages were arranged to wed the mightiest members of the consortium to one another, in hopes they would bring forth children of theretofore unheard magical aptitude. Finally, they succeeded. And so you were born, and Yelbert. Indeed, from even before we could speak, we were taught the complex incantations required to breach the boundaries between worlds. We practiced these spells days after day, night after night, for what seemed an eternity. At long last, we were deemed ready to attempt the summoning. Sadly, the experiment ended in failure. The pull from beyond the rift was too strong to resist, and I was sucked into the hollow of my own creation. Then I remained trapped, alone and adrift into the empty void, until Vexus called me back to the world. Alas, over a century had passed since that fateful day. That's the one thing I don't understand. If so many years have truly passed, why is it you have not aged at all? Even a whit. I cannot say for certain, but I remember the words of one of my teachers. The rift is not unlike a border between countless worlds, a place that exists beyond time and space. It is true that the rift exists outside the concept of time, then it is all too possible that even seconds spent in the empty pocket would correspond to months or years or decades in our world. And so you have returned to us just as you were that day, even while our century has passed for the rest of us. But why didn't Njobard save you? Shouldn't it have been as simple as opening another portal to the void where you were trapped? I fear that would be close to impossible. Opening the portal and reaching as far into the rift as we did required all of our energies to be focused in unison. So in losing you, not only did Njobard lose his friend, he lost his only chance at saving you. Talk about being dealt a rough hand. Fear not, I have good news to share as well. I do believe I have managed to recall the incantation needed to summon and manipulate the hollows. Summoning beasts from beyond the rift is far beyond my powers, but I might just be able to seal up the hollows for Onisis so enjoys summoning. What say you, friends? Shall I give it a try? Oh, now that's my music to my heart. Ears, let's not be too hasty. After all, the last time you tried to use magic, there were some complications, to say the least. Yes, we must take the necessary preparations before confronting Phronesis in earnest. Let us meet outside the village, where Tainer can test out his magic safe from harm. Njolbert's Lament. Alright. Well, we're still able to do them. I wonder... It doesn't tell me the quest, so we're gonna have to check that after. That's the quest for the gunblades. That's not the one I was after. I kind of forgot where to pick up the Paladin quest. The level 76 one. I reckon it's in the Crystarium, but I don't know. Those are now 10 quests? Yeah, but I don't know where to pick it up. I think it is in the Crystarium. If you're above the maximum allowed level, it would be synced as followed. Sure. I forgot where I left it. Oh, you're summoning a rift. Wicked White, you did it, lad. Sadly, I have not the strength to reach further beyond, nor keep the portal open for more than a few seconds. No, I'll need further training before I can face. Oh shit. It's already here. Phronesis, where in hell did that bastard come from? Damn it all, I'm too close. I can feel it pulling me in. Come on, little guy. Do your thing. No, Nilbert, those are my friends. You mustn't hurt them. This isn't good. The cave-in is completely sealed off the tunnel behind us. We have no recourse but to press on without our companions. You heard her? What it will be? I suppose it falls to us to slay the beast and collect the bounty. Perhaps you and your band would take care of the lead. Huh, spare me your japes. You have no intention of giving up your prize, mind you. I too made a promise to my companions, a promise I mean to keep. Bah, I told you after splitting up was a bad idea. If Brandon and Randa Ray were here, the second-rate spellcaster would be no match for us. Now, Scylla, let's not forget who our true foe here is. Limit, you're certain that we will slay this monstrosity? The cave-ins will cease? According to the miners, the beast was first sighted on the same day the tremors began. It is a very presence, sucking the mountain dry of its ether. We dwarves know these caves as well as we know our own bodies, trust me. And I suppose we'd best make short work of it before everything comes crashing down. So it's the Lalafels that are the dwarves here. Hey, where do you think you're going? My apologies. I took your ceaseless prattling as an invitation to proceed on my own. Think yourself clever, do you? You have an uncommon confidence to think you can fell beasts without aid. Answer me this. Why are you so intent on claiming this bounty for your own? The bounty? Why indeed. At any rate, unless you have a mind to stand around here all day until we get crushed, we'd best be moving on, yeah? Finally, something we can agree on, and so I have a proposal. What say we band together until Bel hears one? The tremors grow stronger. No doubt the cave-in is imminent. Let us vanquish the enemy with our combined strength and quit this place before it becomes our tomb. Until the battle is won, then after that I go my own way. Oh lol, we get to relive as Njolbert and Artbert's initial adventure. Your aid is most welcome, Njolbert. Let us make short work of the beast and take our leaves of this place while we still can. Oh, this is exactly how a mage works, I see, okay. Would seem we're not the only ones stuck in here, eh? I should have used thunder there. I have a bad feeling about this. What is this? It leads deeper within. Really should have asked for a map, now that I've been much as use of all the caves in. After all the cave-ins. Okay, I got a dinosaur. A Trudon. Well, aren't you a big boy? Who knew? Nice teamwork. Still think you could have managed on your own, mage? Perhaps. It would have been more of a struggle than I expected. Alright, boss time. Is that a Minotaur? Looks like it. Is the Minotaur brothers from Final Fantasy VIII? That's him. He's the one who drinks of the mind's ether. Alright, let's put this oversized bull out of the pasture. Silva, Limit, Nielbert with me. My magics are yours for now. I will take the front. The battle is on. Got a Bovian. Summons others of its ilk. We should dispatch the small fry. And quickly. This one looks like trouble. That should do it, Silva. That hardly did anything. Another earthquake. This boat sail. Dude's got a lot of health. I'll give him that. Take cover behind the rocks. You don't want to bear the full brunt of it. Well, it's slowly going down. This fight is quite long. No! Go! How long does this take? Hurry up! There we go. Fourth crossing class to 90, let's go. You're rapid firing them now. There he goes, Bovian. We've done it. Now to find ourselves a way out. The tremors continue. But why? The fiend has been vanquished, and its evil returned to the mountain. But it's not dead yet, I suppose. We were wrong. No, it was not the creature itself that was causing the quakes. Ah yes, the crystal courses with nigh inconceivable power. A vast wellspring of ether accumulated over the ages. Yes, the beast was hungry, but a hungry creature drawn here by the stone, as was I. He had no interest in the bounty all along. The stone has been left unchecked for far too long. The sheer volume of the ether it houses now is so vast and overwhelming, it threatens to bring this entire mountain down. For how many years have I searched for it, this perilous relic that could afford me the power needed to save my friend? You mean to take the stone from this place? But then, what would happen to the mountain? If the ether is not returned to the earth, it is but a matter of time until the mine collapses. The miners, those who've lived at the foot of the mountain, countless lives will be lost. There's no time. What can we do? Taylor, my friend. Damn. Damn it all. The tremors have stopped. Taylor, pray forgive me. I promise you this, as long as I walk this earth, I shall never, never give up hope. Crystal light. The stone was yours to do with as you pleased, and still you chose to fate many over that of your friend. In return for your sacrifice, I will make you an offer. Come with us and let us join in your search for the means to save your comrade. The life of an adventurer isn't an easy one, but I dare say you strike me as a sort who just might enjoy it. Say what you say. So what say you? We'll travel the realm together and lend our strength to whatever unfortunate souls we encounter along the way. And who knows, before you know it, we might just stumble upon a way to rescue your Tainor. I would like that very much. Tainor, forgive me, I failed you today, but mark my words, for as long as I walk this land I will not abandon hope. I will find a way to bring you back to us. But today I find myself in the company of new companions, and for now I must lend them my strength, just as they lent theirs to me. Vexus, are you alright? Phronesis is gone. Worry not, Phronesis is long gone. It launched a few arrows in its direction while it was distracted by Tainor's spell, and it just stole away. Anyhow, I'm just glad you're awake and on your feet again. Come now, let us hurry back to Mort Souk before the bastard has a change of heart and comes back for us. Alright, let's see if we can get the next quest. Let's see how far we can go. Appreciate that, Reggie. Thank you for liking the stream. That will help me. For those of you who are watching, don't forget to like the stream. That will draw in more, it will put my stream up more for other people, so they can click on it. It gives me more, views, if you will. Not necessarily views as in live stream, but more, what's the right word? Exposure, I guess. You really gave us a scare back there, clutching your head in pain with a deadly sin eater in plain sight. Let me guess, you had another one of your visions, didn't you? Why take me? So that's how Njelbert and Artbert met up. Just goes to show you, in time of crisis, even the bitterest of rivals can turn fast friends. Oh no, you got the cloud of darkness again. Now let's see if I have this straight. Njalbert made his life mission to save Tainor. Knowing that his own energies wouldn't suffice, he went in search of a relic that would afford him the etheric power needed to reach beyond this world. And deep in the mines he found it. Yet in the end he decided to sacrifice the stone and his own cause to save the lives of countless innocents who called the mountain home. And so did he take his first step down the path of a hero, a warrior of light. So that's why he came back to this place, why he still summons the hollows as he did now many years ago. Aye, there can be no doubting it. Even now that he's become a sin eater, bereft of memory, reason, and sense of his own actions, the ghastly shell that was once Njalbert still haunts the wasteland, searching for a way to bring back his old friend. I only knew him as a child, and the whole air of sin eaters and warriors of light. This was also new to me. Even as the pieces come together, I could not truly believe that Njalbert and this Fernices were one and the same. When our gazes first met, standing out there in the waste, in an instant I knew it without question. This was my friend, a friend who had been searching for me for all these years. At last, I know what I must be. I know what must I do. No, wait, what? I know what I must do. I must stop Fernices, that my dear friend might finally find peace. I would do the same. Thank you, my friends. In the battle I was able to push Fernices hollow away from Serig, if only for a short distance. With more training I'm certain I can learn to close them up entirely. After all, we've already seen them from you. I've no reason to doubt. If you're game, so are we. Finally, some cause for hope, eh? But still, we must exercise caution. The last time the boy worked his magic, our foe showed up faster than he could save Fernices. While this might be simple coincidence, the likelihood is likely that the casting of the spell itself summoned the senior to us. We best avoid casting similar incantations until we're prepared for the final confrontation. I want you to stay close for now. Devote yourself to studies and hone your skills to whatever degree you can in safety of the village. In the meantime, Vexus and I will redouble our training efforts as well. Should we succeed in finding a way to counteract the hollows, it will come down to our firepower versus our foe. We must be at full strength for the battle, lest we allow victory to slip between our fingers. Alright, can we get 78? Let's see. We can. Alright, let's just keep going. Trainer's Training Day. Serik is concerned about the progress of Trainer's training. We might just be doing a whole stream full of these. I might not even do roulettes today. A look in your eyes. Yes, I can see that you've gained much strength since last we met. You'll be pleased to hear that Tainer has managed to make steady progress in his training as well. Though a boy believes he has regained much of the knowledge and skill he possessed before being sucked into the pocket of time and space. Admirable feat, considering it was not long ago that he could scarcely remember his own name. And yet, there's one aspect of his training that has yet to be addressed. Put simple, the boy lacks experience in battle. To work the magic necessary to seal up the hollows, I must maintain perfect focus and clarity of mind. If the battle with Pronesis is my first, I fear my concentration will be disrupted all too easily. And so I thought to take the boy out to the wilds, that he might acclimate himself to the battlefield and further hone his command of magic in the process. And yet, we must keep a wide berth of Amarang. Were we to encounter Pronesis before we are fully prepared, the results could be disastrous. And so I propose that we go on an excursion of our own. Would you be willing to accompany us? I believe that there's much the boy could learn from your example. Excellent, then let us make for Lakeland. The beasts in the forest of the Lost Shepherd shall provide a fair challenge for the lad. I forgot to put on my head again, because I changed gears. There we go. Also, I realized that my glasses are gliding. There we go. I kind of like it with the glasses on, though. Makes him sad. Alright, so where are we going? Tainer's training day. Okay, we do have access to that place. Let me see. No, unfortunately it's just ahead. Kinda like the colors, honestly. Black and white looks good. Yeah, they don't really have beards in this game, unfortunately. There's like the other human faction I'm not playing, Highlander, I think. The Highlanders have a bit of a beard. I used to be a Highlander, but I did later on because they didn't look like the looks of it. Everybody thought I was like making my character look like the one from Asmongold. Apparently, everyone's like, "Oh, why did you create your character like Asmongold?" I'm like, "No, I didn't." It's literally the only character with a beard. And then I switched over to Midlander after a while. Ah, there he is. Now shall we go down to... something the matter. How do you like my new clothes, Vexus? Not only are they stylish... Why, I can just feel the power welling up deep from within them. They were a present from Serik. Isn't it the best? It was a simple investment, nothing more. We must seize every possible adventure. Wow, English please. We must seize every possible advantage if we hope to triumph over our foe. But enough idle chit-chat. We have work to do. Vexus, I would ask you to begin setting an example for the boy. Show him precisely how you conduct yourself in battle. We can't very well just toss him to the Wolverines all of his own, can we? So why don't you go out there and hunt one down for us? Tyner, watch carefully and let Vexus show you how it's done. It's right here. So far the other ones were quite easy, so I reckon it's going to be the same. I don't think we'll have much problem. That was incredible, the sheer destructive power of your spells, the way you seamlessly weaved one incantation after the next. Everything. But tell me, what would you say it's the most important thing a mage should keep in mind when doing battle with a fearsome foe? Just blast your foes with everything you got. Casting your spells in proper sequence is the key, yep. Ah, but of course. Thank you, Vexus. I will endeavor to put everything I've learned from you into practice. Well, here goes nothing. Lol. Ha. Got the old school Final Fantasy battle theme. Drat, where do I... No, that's not... Curses. Just stay still so I can hit you already. Steady now. Don't let the enemy fluster you. Keep your focus. Right, focus. You're a feisty one, aren't you? Ow, that's smart. God, I've seen enough of this. There, we beat him. What about the... Where's the old school Final Fantasy tune? Bad. Oh dear, they didn't get nearly as well as I hoped. Don't get so down on yourself, lad. I shouldn't have jumped in the way I did. Dare say you were starting to get the hang of it near the end. I thought it would be simple enough to task to follow Vex's lead, but when the savage creature stared me down, I was too flustered to put what I learned into practice. Indeed, it is not the strength of your magic that's the issue. You simply must learn to compose yourself. What do you think, Vexus? Are there any other words of wisdom you might offer me? You simply need more practice. Believe in yourself, and all will be fine. Thank you. I'm sure you're right. I cannot allow my foe to break my concentration like this. Anyhow, let me try once more. Time will go better, I promise you. Yes, the boy will be fine. I must stay my hand. There you go, you got him. There you go, there's the victory tune. I did it! The battle is won! Now that's how you wallop a Wolverine. Well done, lad. I'm proud I could be here for your first victory. You're far too kind. I couldn't have done it without you and Vexus here to show me the way. You have my thanks. But don't let up now, boy. You must keep battling until all you've learned becomes your second nature. Now, are you ready? That was rather more difficult than I expected, and yet, thanks to you and Sarek, I feel like I can hold my own on the battlefield now. I'd have to agree, the way you made short work of the last critter, I'd say it's time for you to find a more worthy foe. Let us return to Mort Zug and plot our next course of action. Right, that's level 78 done. Some of these quests are super long and some of them are quite quick. Alright, while we teleport, let me go grab myself a drink. I'll be right back, about 30 seconds. Right, we're back. Cheese? Well, I live in the country of cheese. The Netherlands. We got so much cheese over here. We got cheese. We got cumin cheese. We got herbal cheese. We got mustard cheese. We got chili cheese. Heck, we even got weed cheese. Yes, cheese with weed in it. And not the weed like weeds. No, the weeds just smoke. I said only 30 seconds. Some ASMR right here. Not sure if you guys can hear it. Put some ice cubes there with it. Oh, that's good. You've proven the perfect mentor for the boy, Vexus. Hell, I dare say Serex could have learned a thing or two from you. You taught him not only how to wield spells in battle, but how to maintain his focus in the face of danger. With these fundamentals under his belt, it's just a matter of time and practice until he's ready to face Vernices. I promise you, my friends, I will not let you down. Now, if you excuse me, best go and write it all down. I've learned. I'd best go I'd best go and write down all I've learned today while it's fresh in my memory. There we go. Such passion and determination. This must be the boy he always was, before his time beyond the rift stole from his memories and his spirit. He devotes himself to his training that he might help to tell... He devotes himself to his training that he might help us fell for Nices, and buying his friend a measure of salvation. There's no telling what course of the battle will take, but I suspect the boy will be forced to confront his past head-on. It will not be easy for him, and yet I believe it is a necessary step for him in order to forge himself a new future. For Tainer's sake, and for the sake of those who call Arang home, we must triumph in this battle. Not to mention for the sake of our coin purses, eh? At any rate, I will leave you to the training and return to my own. The final confrontation is close at hand, and we must be ready. There we go, this request is available as well. Level 80, a tier 4 reunion. What do we get? We get this. Materia, really? Materia. Sarek worries for Tainer, who has been acting strange of late. Well, look who's back. Looking far more opposing than ever. I might add, you'll be pleased to know that Tainer's command of magics has advanced by leaps and bounds since you left. Says he's finally convinced he can hold his own against Fernices. Truth be told, I worry about the boy. As devoted as he is to his training, I can't help but notice a sad, uneasy look in his eyes from time to time. He insists it's nothing, of course, but I remain unconvinced. As a fellow mage, perhaps you could succeed in reaching out to him where I failed. He should be around here somewhere. Go and find him and see if you can't offer him a few words of your support, won't you? I wonder if this is the last quest or there's like a double level 80 quest. They've done that in the past, like certain classes they have a double quest at a certain level. I think most of them were A Realm Reborn classes though. Hello there, Vexus. Is there something I can do for you? Sarek was worried about me, you say? That's kind of him, I assure you. I'm completely fine. I owe so much to the both of you. You brought me back from beyond the rift, took me under your wing, trained me, and comforted me to the point that my memories and magic have both returned. I'm finally ready to face my old friend in battle, and it's all because of you. And yet, there's fear growing inside of me, a fear that threatens to consume me. In my studies, I've learned much about the Sin Eaters. I learned how those who fall to the most powerful Sin Eaters like Fernices become Sin Eaters themselves, doomed to live out their days as mindless, unholy abominations. If I were to lose my focus in battle, and you or Sarek suffered the same fate as Nielbert, the only 3 fiends I have known in this world, only 3 friends I have known in this world, if I lost you all, how could I ever live with myself again? This thought, it shakes me to my very core. Worry not for us, think only for not. If you falter, we will be there for you. You are right. I mustn't forget that I have 2 strong friends by my side to help me shoulder the burden. Thank you, friend. The task is a daunting one, but I will trust in myself and in the strong and gentle friends who stand by my side. Alright, let's help this grumpy guy. Let this grumpy guy help you. Nothing would make me happier than to help Nielbert find peace. But that is not only the reason I fight this battle. I must repay you and Sarek for all you've given me. Not only did the 2 of you bring me back to this world, you have instilled with me a newfound sense of purpose. And yet, when the battle is done, you will leave this place. You will embark on new adventures with new companions. Worry not, I will not hold you back or stand in your way. There's another reason I must fight this battle. I must prove to you all, to all 3 of my friends, that I'm strong enough to get by on my own. Be strong, Tainer. You can do this. Sorry, perhaps I got a little carried away there. In any event, we should go tell Craig that I'm ready. I wasn't expecting to do all 80 of them. Like, all quests of them. Not all 80, but like, all the way to level 80. I was expecting this to do like 2 quests and then reach a place where we can't go yet, but so far this quest has just been around this area. Finally back, I see. I was starting to be worried. I trust this means you're ready to battle with Phronesis? I am. Let us put an end to this nightmare and set Njolbert and the people of this land free. That's the spirit. Alright, the plan is to lure Phronesis to us by some method as the last time. We'll venture the central hill of Amber, safe distance away from the city, and Tainer will summon forth a hollow. It should only be a matter of time before our quarries arrive. I believe our chances are best if we can lure Phronesis to a wide open space where we'll have complete freedom to maneuver. The hills of Amber should suffice. If you're ready, let us be away at once. Oh, are you kidding me right now? Really? Well. Guess we'll try going through the other end. See if we can. There's an exit right there, so that should allow us to enter from here. Who knows? How far were we with Amarang? Eva Currents. 2 quests and 4 places. That's a lot. I mean, can we even enter this? I can fly right, so it shouldn't matter. You gotta be... Can't enter. Darn it. I guess we have to postpone this one for now. That's fine. Darn it. Alright, let's try next one. Let's try this one. Game did me dirty there. That's the one, alright. Aw, can't dye this beard either. That would have been funny, not gonna lie. Alright, so this one is the one with Lou Reeg. This certainly place. I gather the bones once belonged to dear Samuel, but there's no troublesome arachnid. I've been in a rather large desert. I had considered hiring a few trekkers to hasten our search, but I've yet to spy a place where such individuals might congregate. Pity. Bah, nothing for it but to roll up our proverbial sleeves and do the dirty work ourselves. We shall split up and search the scent for the sinier spider. Whoever finds it first may have the honor of slaying him themselves. And should we not find it, well, after we both have searched it for a suitable length of time, I say we meet back here. Let the hunt begin. After this one, we'll tackle the healing one, and after that one, we'll do the tank one. You survey the surrounding sands, but find no trace of the spider you seek. I was so expecting to do all the mage quests there. Like I wasn't expecting to do all of them, but now it was like got so close to the end. I was expecting to do all of them. Search for the spider-like sin eater. Well, that wasn't it, I assume. They're attacking the tower! Stop them! Oh lol, this fate is called Tolba number 1. They actually have... Square Enix has a game called Tobal number 1. That's a reference to that one for sure. It's a very unknown game. Yeah, a lot of them are, for sure. There she is. Ooh, that's a cool looking guy. There she is, the Scourge of Northrend, the Devourer of Souls, Balam quits. If we bring down his mark, they'll be singing a ballad about us till the end of time. Never mind the king's bounty. Hells, we could buy ourselves a couple of castles apiece. Flanking maneuver, as discussed. Wait for my signal, then we strike as one. He's already smelled you. Damn it, she's on to us. Don't panic, we planned for this. We'll act as decoys while Randa Ray brings her down. Go, go. Wait, not yet. There's no need to rush this. Too late. Well, that thing is gigantic. Sod it. Always so headstrong. Bugger me, my head. I can't. Is that because she's in Mikote? Oh well, they just got electrocuted. Not even a challenge. No. No, come back here. Finish it, you bloody bastard. Finish me. Not even worth his time. I'm so sorry. It's all my fault. I'll not let it end like this, I promise. I'll kill that goddamn beast if it's the last thing I'll do. Hey, what was that just now? I've had headaches before, but the way you were trashing about wasn't like anything I've ever felt. By the gods, and I thought we were just lucky to catch a glimpse of Andrea. But you're also telling me you were granted a vision of her past with the powers of yours? Though, two warriors killed while hunting a great horned beast. A beast surviving... A beast... Wait. A beast their surviving companion vows to slay in revenge. I've heard this tale before I know it. I know it. Bah, it's common enough sort of tale, I suppose. And regardless, she's gone. Come, let us return to the Crystarium and celebrate your accomplishments. Alright, if that was all it takes. Since we're in the Crystarium, there's a few things I want to do. First up, I want to see if the tank class was here, the tank quest. It is not. I do not remember where it was. I'd have to Google it a little bit after. We're gonna do the other ones first, so it's fine for now. I can see a Vista up there. I see. See if we can find it. Okay, this seems a bit far. So, I'm gonna go down there. No! Overjumped it, darn it. Wait, can I just... Oh, okay, so... Gotta be careful, because that's a... No collision on that. Okay, so the blue is collision. Yeah, I think I gotta go from the top. I don't think I can make it from there. Seems way too far. Avada Kedavra. Ah, close enough. Collision is a bit weird here. How do I get that one? Last try, then we'll get it some other time. Like, there's so many visas I haven't gotten yet, so, like, I don't really care about getting this one. Just that the fact that I saw it made me want to try and get it. Maybe I can make the jump from on top of there. It seems rather far, but who knows. There we go. That did the trick. No, we got it, we got it. It looked rather far, so I didn't think I would make that jump, but... No more hours jumping. We got it. Lurig. The table's set, and so I bid you. You raise a glass with me, that together we might toast your spectacular accomplishments. Grunt, crunch, crunch, snort, slurp, grunt. There's really nothing quite like a hearty meal after a job well done. Drink up, my friend, drink up. Belch. Had your fill? Have another few bottles ready and waiting to be opened. No? Oh, very well, if you insist. It occurs to me, good man, that you have yet to ask your name. So quickly did we forge our friendship that I hardly noticed it until now. Vexus Jaeger, Rig and Vexus. Yes, I rather like the sound of that. Rig and Vexus, the daring duo, the brave bounty hunters, the scourge of the sin eaters. And once we've slain Andrea, not a soul Norvent will not know our names. They shall ring us. They shall ring out all across the realm. Ah, but I should dwell overmuch on the victory before the struggle. A wise hunter is prepared and patient. It would be prudent to send double, nay, triple the agent afield to seek our promising new leads. If I didn't know any better, I'd see you're going there. Worried about the budget for our brave endeavor? Well, don't be. I am prepared to fund our activities as needed. No expense shall be spared, none whatsoever. Is he just buying everything on the tab? Like, is at the end of the quest, he's gonna get the bill from the tavern, like a gazillion gil. Freedom from privilege. Lurig, as usual, is quite pleased to see you again. There he is, Vexus, come to rejoin the bosom companion in the great hunt. It is well that you have, for I have obtained new information concerning a sighting of Andrea on Colusia. The fiend has transformed yet another deadly mark, a great bear in this instance, into an even deadlier eater. And so it falls to Rig and Vexus to slay the newborn eater and continue the pursuit of Northrend's most notorious virtue, to Colusia and to glory. Alright. Well, this one we can still do. Let us brook no further delay and commence our search, separately as before in Amarong. If you catch the eater first, I grant you leave to kill it. Without me, I trust you will not be disappointed in the reverse were to occur. Surely not. Surely not. I myself will be most put out if it happened to lose to you a second time, and so on that note, may the best hunter win. Okay, we can do this part. How's our sightseeing log going? Here we go. There's only 45 in Shadowbringer, interesting. There's only 20 in Realm Reborn, I thought there were more. Don't the A Realm Reborn ones have like certain time zones and certain weather conditions? I thought they changed it after A Realm Reborn, but I think that one still has it. Survey your surroundings, but find no trace of the bear you seek. Despite looking far and wide, you'll fail to find any trace of the bear you seek. Perhaps Lurik was indeed the better hunter this day. Oh no, I got in combat right as I was about to summon my mount. Even my abilities were grayed out. Doing wheelies on my griffin. Oh wow, he's got a whole team with him. Hate to say it, Vexus, but it seems we're late to the party. Lambert and his mate slew the bear before we could. So it's true then, you crossed your lot in with the boy, you poor deft sod. But I understand the eater was a newborn. How could you possibly have learned of it and got him before we did? We'll see. Well, see, that's the problem with relying on hired help. They're loyal to your coin, not you. You're not the only one who's willing to open this purse. More importantly, Reek, what is this I hear about you hunting Eorzea? Without help, I mean. Rather than all by your lonesome? I have a distinct memory of you storming off in a huff, saying you don't need me or anyone's help to finish the job. Tell me I'm wrong. Do as you like. Help or no, you've stand no chance of beating me to the price, because unlike you, I'm not talk. And neither are my mates. Speaking of mates, how much did it cost you to buy your friendship? Do tell. Piss off, Lambert. Why are you still here? You got your mark, didn't you? You should choose your friends more careful, sinner. When it all goes wrong, don't say I didn't warn you. You have questions, I'm sure. As you must have surmised, Lambert was once a comrade of mine. I took him into my service that we might hone our skills, battling sin-eaters in the preparation for facing Eorzea. However, I soon came to see that he was not all that capable of a hunter, and so I dissolved our working relationship. Unfortunately, he did not take it in stride, and instead resolved to recruit new companions that he might beat me at my own game. It would seem that his fortunes have improved greatly of late, so much so that I can fear we can no longer afford to delegate time to tracking lesser eaters and must devote our undivided attention to pursuit of Eorzea. As such, we should be getting back to the Crystarium, but before we depart, I have one matter to attend to in Yulmore. If I might trouble you to accompany me, but of course you will, let us be off. No, don't tell me to go into that city. Oh, we actually have to yeah, I can't teleport yet because I don't have access to the crystal yet. Yeah, I'm stuck. Get me out of here. Got stuck between the bush and the rock. I reckon this might be one of the later areas that we liberate, due to Eorzea being the mighty military presence, or not. Who knows, maybe it's one of the first ones, because we are preparing for war now, I assume. We freed Menphilia. That kind of instigated the war, I suppose. I wonder if we can even enter the city after all we've done there. I remember the big lady telling us that she would allow us to enter the city, or try to make arrangements for it, so... It's in the beehive, alright. Remember this place? I sure do. This is where we spent hours of jumping. That one right there. Vexus, allow me to introduce you to my father and mother. Father, this is my traveling companion and dear friend Vexus. He and I have resolved to hunt a particularly deadly sin eater. Indeed, I cannot overstate how terribly dangerous this eater is, that to pursue is to court the death itself. However, when we are at last triumph over the fiend, all of Northrend shall sing our praises. Wouldn't that be wonderful, Father? So long as you do not sully our good name, you're free to hunt whatever quarry you desire. I can do without all the petty details. Now then, how much do you require this time? Out with it. Oh, never mind. Just give the boy my coin purse, would you? I'm sure it will suffice for his trivial pursuits. That's why you are here, is it not? Another handout? Don't play coy. You've never been good at it. You know, I honestly don't know why I came here. Keep your coin, Father. We're leaving. Vexus, right now. Are you sure? Give me the coins. Yeah, why did we come all the way over here anyway? Only to go back all the way to the Crystarium? You gotta be kidding me. MMO quest at its finest. Probably should have taken the small crystal, but we're here anyway. If any of you are still watching, can you guys check out for me where the level 76 tank quest is? Forgive me, Vexus, but I would forgo to whine on the occasion. Father's lackluster reception has put me off in a rather dour spirits. As you may have gathered from our exchange, I'm a free citizen of Eorzea. Owing to my parents' considerable wealth, I have enjoyed relatively privileged upbringing. Privileged and unbearably boring, which is why I quit the city and resolved to becoming a bounty hunter. I'm no fool, though. I'm well aware of my fortunate circumstances, which is why I elected to conceal them from the people of the Crystarium. People are wont to jump to uncharitable conclusions. I feel as though I feel as though you and I have established a rapport, though, and so I thought it is best to bring you into my confidence. I pray you restrain from telling others. Now then, since Lambert has decided to turn this into a race, no choice but to oblige to him and slay Andrea before he does. This calls for a veritable army of hired bands. Alas, I am in a fit of frustration. I refused Father's coin without additional resources, with no choice but to conduct a search by ourselves. Moreover, I am rather embarrassed to admit that I can pay you only a token sum at this time, but I trust I will not deter you from joining me anon. I was never in this for the guild. Really? I mean, of course you weren't. Perhaps perish the thought. Hahaha. Still got 2,000 though, I'll take it. The Hunter's Legacy. Lurik appears to have been struck by an epiphany. Vexus, my friend, thank the gods you're here. Ever since we parted ways I've been exhausting myself running all over the Crystarium, questioning anyone and everyone, hoping someone might have seen Andrea, but alas. Only the Crystarium? Well, of course, surely this is the limit of what a man with meager financial resources can accomplish. Never mind all that. For it but recently dawned on me that the vision you beheld Randea's past could have hold clues for which we have been desperately searching. When you first described it to me, I felt as though I heard it before, and I had. My wet nurse had told me the exact same story when I was still a boy. It was a tale of courageous hunters who together with their comrades embarked on a quest to slay a notorious mark, a great horned beast. They came upon their quarry in the desert, and they attempted to lay it low. Alas, the beast had a singular strength, and the hunter had a fatal weakness, and so in the ensuing struggle, her comrades were killed, leaving her, the sole survivor, to swear vengeance. Would you not agree that your vision is a perfect match for this tale? Then there can be no doubt that Renda Ray is the celebrated hunter, the hero I so admired in my childhood. After that tragic day, the hunter resolved not to rely upon others and instead slew the beast by herself. She somehow found a way to compensate for her weakness. Anyway, my collection of the tales is likely riddled with errors. You should ask Miss Olvera to recount it in full. She was a bounty hunter herself before she entered into her service, you know. Also, in the light of all this, I could share with you an interesting theory concerning all the virtues I heard from the fellow hunters. Apparently, each appeared to be driven by a particular memory. Moments that forever changed each of the fallen heroes. Makes sense, doesn't it? Renda Ray being a hunter of notorious mark in life and death, and I don't know why it never occurred to me before. But if that is indeed the reason why she behaves the way she does, then the more we learn about Renda Ray's adventure, the better our chances of predicting where she'll turn up. All the more reason to go and see my former wet nurse. Miss Olvera lives in the gate town of Kalusha. Let us be off then. Of France and allies. Is that where my tank quest is? Or is that where the healing quest is? That's the healing quest. Vexus, this is Miss Olvera, the wet nurse who raised me for the for practically the entirety of my childhood. She was bonded to my family and lived with us in the city at the time, but when I came of age she was forced to leave. My, you've grown into such a strapping young man, but I cannot imagine you came to Cape Town just to pay me a visit, my little Reek. No, not in front of him, if you please. But to answer your question, we did in fact come to see you. There were stories you told me as a child of the courageous hunter. Was that hunter perchance the warrior of light, Render Ray? Of all the reasons you could have had. Aye, the stories were of Render Ray, the greatest bounty hunter of her day, the legend so many aspired to become. Less so after the flood. It was still fresh in everyone's mind when I was younger, and for all the good they had done in life, none could deny the chaos they sowed in death as sin eaters. But despite all that, me and my mates still looked up to her. We knew all her feats and swore to preserve them, in secret if need be, that she might be inspired by future generations as she had ours. So years and years later, when you wanted to hear the tales of an adventure and heroism, I couldn't help but share with you the ones nearest and dearest to my heart. I only wish it hadn't changed all the names. Then it's true, the hero who I looked up to as a child, whose tales of daring do drove me to take up the bow, as you had said, to pester you for training that I might become a bounty hunter. It was her. Miss Olvera, Vex and I are hunting Andrea. We believe that one of the stories you shared with me will help me guide our search, namely, the one about the great horned beast that killed her friends. Will you tell me again? Wicked White, is that? Oh, my little Reek, very well. Even as a young hunter, Renderay's incredible hearing was unparalleled. She could track her quarry through the forest by the most minute sounds of their passing, from miles away, even by some accounts. Even the most subtle and stealthy beasts never eluded her for long. A misplaced foot, a snapped branch, eventually Renderay would know, and her aim was always good and true. As she grew older and honed her skills even further, she set her eyes on bigger prizes. She became a hunter of notorious mark, and together with her comrades earned fame and fortune. As their reputation swelled, so did their egos. Only the most dangerous game would suffice, and so they resolved to hunt the scourge of Northrend, the devourer of souls, Bellum Quids. But what Renderay did not realize was her greatest strength would prove her undoing, for when she faced Bellum Quids, the beast roared with such a force that it brought her to her knees. Helpless, she could only watch as it claimed the lives of her beloved comrades and fled. After burying the hunters and vowing that she would one day avenge them, she took to the road once more. She met Ardbert and his fellow warriors of light, and for the time she accompanied the fledgling heroes on their adventures. To them she was a breath of fresh air, a vibrant young woman who savored every moment and found joy in the simplest pleasures. They knew not of her fallen friends or how their deaths weighed heavy upon her still. The party wandered the realm, performing many great deeds and growing ever stronger, as did Renda Ray, while in Kalusia she even devised a means to defend against the powerful horde that had been her downfall that fateful day. And then, while engaged in an adventure in Raktika, a rumor reached Renda Ray's ears. Bellum Quids, Scourge of Northrend, Devourer of Souls, had been spotted wandering the Cydia swamps. It was a golden opportunity, but to seize it would be to face the beast alone. She could not wait for Ardbert and the others, nor could she ask they forsake their sworn duty. Perhaps it was just as well, for the memories of her defeat still haunted her. The courageous hunter had allowed a single fear to take root in her heart, the fear of losing her new companions as she had her old. So it was that Renda Ray ventured forth in secret, resolved to slay her hated foe, Bellum Quids, alone. And with all her strength and guile, the legendary hunter did just that. Are we gonna get the battle of her? Vengeance claimed she rejoined Ardbert and the others, and never spoke of the terrible battle twixt her and the dread beast. From that day forward she was Renda Ray, the warrior of light, and the deeds of her and her comrades would be celebrated forevermore. It's strange to think that a woman I admired when I was young would become a sin eater I swore to slay. Whatever she became doesn't change who she was. Even if the tale were a little embellished over the years, they were rooted in truth. She was and will always be a hero to me, and to you, I hope. Thank you, Miss Olvera, for everything. I promise I will visit you again soon. So, Vexus, remember the theory I told you before about the virtues being driven by powerful memories? If Andrea is reenacting the journey leading up to her confrontation with Bellum Quids, the one who took her from Amarang to Kalusia, then the next destination must be the Raktika Greatwood, wasn't it? Well, we can't enter there yet, I think. Right. That's where she laid low the beast at last, in the Cydia swamps, to be precise. And so that's where we shall go. Let us away. Now listen, Reek, there's an awful lot of people that don't know about Renderay, or her world for that matter. So wherever you go and whenever you see, remember not to take it at face value. Don't just accept what others tell you as good as true. Listen to your heart and decide for yourself, and be safe. Vexus, was it? It's such a pleasure to meet a friend of Reek's. His parents never hesitated to provide him with the wealth and opportunities they could. When it came to love and support, well, all I can say that it is a miracle the boy turned out as well as he did. One can never have too many friends or too much support. That goes for you as well, I should think. I guess it's thanks to her that he grew up like that. Alright, so I'm pretty sure that's an area we won't be able to go to yet. Yep. Alright, so that's it for this quest for now. So, let's do this one then. Oh, it's with Gyot. Gulp, 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 gulp. And just where are you looking at? Fine, fine. No need to give me a murderous stare. I know what you're thinking. That Gyot, you think to yourself, always drinking and lounging around. And drinking some more. What a sluggard. What a drunkard. What a magnificent beard. Oh, I wish I had a beard like that. Yes, I know. You don't need to explain yourself to me. Oh, this one's funny. Really should work on finding your sense of humor. Maybe deal with the after Sophrosyn. It might take a while. Anyway, you'll be happy to hear that I was waiting. I got my hands on some prime information. Also some excellent wine, which... No, information first. Right, so according to the local fisherfolk, quite a few Cinears turned up near the Bright Cliff lately. I should suggest we go there and kill as many as we can find. We can't say for sure where Sophrosyn will appear next. But if it's in the area, I won't pass up a chance to revive its fallen friends, right? And while we're at it, you can vent some of the pent-up rage you've got. Don't need to be pretty, so long as you get the job done. Just make sure to find me again before Sophrosyn shows up, see you here? Alright, so where are we going? Close by. I still don't know where the 10 quests are. I have no idea. Lakeland? There's nothing here. Am I wrong? Is that the level 76 one? Alright, I'll have a look at it. Thanks. Because I couldn't find it for a second. So we're just doing the class quest as far as we can. And then whenever we reach a new area where that class quest is, we can just continue it there on the spot. Alright, easy peasy. Keep them coming. It's kind of interesting to see, though, that the Dwarven gear is... was it lower level? It's slightly higher. Okay, it's 15 levels higher. I thought it was actually lower than what I had. But yeah, that's 78, and this is 400. This is Stormblood gear. Oh, Gyat actually killed some. That should do it. Now we wait to see if Sufferson shows itself over in those bushes, you see. And I've got a wine right here. Right, well, I'm gonna check if I have to progress or not. Yeah, I had to progress just a while back. There she is. There, that's it. Just like that, eh? See, it revived the other one. Hey, what's wrong? What a lonely place to die. The world outside is even worse than I feared. Is someone there? Please. That's the warrior light. You're alive. Why didn't you say so? I can't do much for the dead, but the living, that's a whole other matter. I can't believe it. All of my wounds healed. Thank you, kind stranger. You're sure as lucky that I passed by. You really might have died, you know. You have no arguments for me. I was a fool. The thought that the hobgoblin I was after might have had friends laying in wait never so much as crossed my mind. I shouldn't have been out here alone. With your magic to keep me fighting, though, their numbers wouldn't pose such a problem. What do you say? You don't like to have a party of your own yet. I could certainly use a man like you on my side. Who? What? What? I'm no man. You unripened gourd. Why, I've never been so insulted in all my life. Let me tell you what's what. I'm Lamit, proud daughter of the Thole family, and I catch you mocking me again, I'll put you right back the way I found you here. Yes, ma'am. I certainly didn't mean to offend you. The beard misled me, you see. And that's that. Look, Ardbert, treasure! You certainly look the hero. Now let's see you act like one. Hello, Vexus? Hey you under this lout, half-empty flagon? Lanky dullard? Your mother was a hob, and your face looks like a newborn arse. That was colorful. Straight face as always, a refreshing round of insult always cheers me up. But I'm starting to wonder if you have so much trouble with fun as you do with jokes. Are you sure your mother's ain't a hob? Fine, fine. Never mind. At least we got what we came for. And didn't you miss much of a Suffersin brought the other... and you didn't miss much. After Suffersin brought the other back to life, they both floated off to who knows where. Well, what happened to you? You saw Suffersin? No, the real Lamet's passed? Huh, I knew you'd have some kind of weird power. Sounds like to me you were witnessed what was the beginning of Lamet's journey right after she left home. It's odd. You said she was wearing her helm, and she helped out that injured traveler just like any dwarf of honor would do. Maybe she wasn't born a monster. But then... It don't sit right with me, neither. But standing around wondering about won't do anything but make us thirsty. We're down here, so let's go back to the Crystarium. Alright, let's see how just far we can push this one. Like I said, I got really surprised with how far we could push the magic DPS. Only to find out, like, right at the last moment, there was an area we couldn't enter. I'm like, darn it. Let's see if this is the last one, because we might not be able to do the tank one yet. Because I remember it saying we had to do a quest to continue, a certain main quest. So I figured that quest was going to be the same for all other classes. But apparently we could continue the Pictomancer, but we might not be able to continue the tank yet, so let's see. Gulp, 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 gulp. There ain't nothing like a flagon of ale after a job well done. Don't give me that look. I did the stuff this time, you saw. You also saw Suffersin work its magic. But since you haven't said nothing about it yet, I guess you didn't have no sudden revelation on how to stop it. Don't worry, I didn't expect you to solve my whole problem just like that. Only need you to remember what you saw today. Keep that in mind, and maybe something will come to you when you're working your magic elsewhere. Me? I like to think while I drink. It's the most efficient way, so you can find me here if you need me. I'll let you know when I have a plan. The scientific method. Gyot is eyeing you. Presumably it's a bit hard to tell. Gulp, 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 gulp. Lally-ho, looks like you've been training hard. In fact, your mushrooms shoe much bigger. It's almost like there's three of you. Yes, I'm joking, as you know, but you do seem stronger. I don't suppose you came up with a clever plan for stopping Suffersin while you were at it. Don't worry, I have another test in mind that will get us some information that will better set to think of something. We'll be killing Sin Eaters again, but this time you're healing them. Well, trying to anyhow. Didn't expect to work, Sin Eaters ain't like that. Or like any sorts of normal creatures, but seeing your healing magic fail to heal them? We should learn why it didn't work, and then maybe we can figure out what's so different about Suffersin. I've heard from folks passing through that the stray Sin Eaters find their way to Amarang pretty often. Meet me at Mortsuk and be ready for carnage. Okay. As long as he doesn't put us up there, we can continue. Gulp, 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 burp. You know, I heard that the liquor here ain't fit to drink, but it's not half bad. Gets the job done, and with a real kick. Oh, I know what you're thinking. Like you, always downing one ale after another, you think to yourself, and so good at it too. I'm uncontrollably jealous. I just can't take it anymore. You quietly weep on the inside. How sympathetic I am, but my drinking is so important, no indispensable. Dwarves get fiercer the more they drink, really fuels the fire within. I can see that you don't believe me. Fine, you leave me no choice, I'll show you. I'll go on ahead and dice some sin eaters at the time it takes you to finish off this mort swill here. Just gulp that down and come and find me, southeast of here, you'll see. A half-finished bottle of alcohol, apparently purchased by Gyot, sits on the mat. The local concoction, which is within, is deep brown, and from the wafts a stench that can only be described as atrocious. Yeah, let's chug it down. Chug, 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 chug. You hold your nose and gulp down the remaining liquid. At first, you taste only the acid water that you suspect have been sullied by Yarzans, but you then notice the aftertaste. It's the flavor of burning flesh with a hint of feet. Amazing! You finish. Of all non-mort customers, only you and Dwarf ever drink so much. Would have been funny if we started throwing up or being dizzy or something. See, your average sin eater means no match for me, not with the power of tradition and alcohol on my side. As a matter of fact, I put down another one before I got around to this one here, but did the job a bit too well. Really mangled the thing. It's pretty gross, flattened in all the wrong places, with bits poking out and the like, so I got out of there. Anyway, you get the idea. I drink a lot, I kill stuff. You have to admit that's an effective strategy. And now we got our sin eater patient. You can try your healing on it. Go on. As we thought, nothing. Did they figure out why? Did you figure out the why of it? I think it was never really alive to begin with. You're right on that one. Seniors may look like people or beasts, but it's like you're just pretending. They're not truly alive. Only the light drives them, keeping them like whining automaton. And healing magic ain't really meant for restoring life that's something that didn't have none to begin with. But if Suffersin's power ain't like the healing magic we know, what is it? I also wonder why I don't come and revive this one. It's just too far away to take notice. Then again, I never heard the tale of appearing at a Hominus or Switch either. And so many seniors got killed there, you'd think it would take note eventually. Alright guys, have a great night. Appreciate you for joining, Evoke. I'm gonna finish off these class quests here for today, so that in the next stream we can do some roulettes and continue the main quest. So why only resurrect some sin eaters and not the others? That's all too much thinking. Not enough drinking. To the Crystarium. Again, really? We're gonna see how far we can push this. Don't want to make it too late, but I also want to finish these class quests for today. I wasn't expecting this to continue this long. Like, lengthwise, yes, sure. But I didn't expect us to continue like all the way to level 80 with the Pictomancer, for example. Go, go, go. The more stuff's alright. Here's a fine ale. At least, that's why my body tells me, and I always listen. That's how I keep my muscles primed and my spirit high. Speaking of, would it cure you to relax a little? Being so serious all the time can be good for you. All the silent staring just makes you seem morose. We won't kill Suffersin any faster for not drinking, that's for sure. Nothing comes easy to sober folks. And that's why I need a few more in me before I can really get to work, figuring out why Suffersin does what it does. I keep feeling like I'm missing something obvious, but... In order to undertake this quest, you must first complete the main scenario, Into the Wood. Alright, so that one is a no-go. Let's have a look at our tank. And in Amarang, that's what you said, I believe. So let's go have a look over there. I literally was there just now, I should have checked it. Northrend, this is the one. There it is. You were right. So the other one was Into the Woods. And now I see the crystal. The crystal and the small crystals around it. Now this symbol makes sense. A fitting payment. Alright, so we're done with the class quests for now. Let me check my retainers out. Pulling out some items. These were all my old crafting items that I put in my guild bank. So I'm just clearing them out now, and I'm selling them on my retainers. And just make room for other stuff that we use for the guild. Alright, that will do for now. So this is pretty much where all my gold is in. It's in the guild bank. Alright, there's 30 million in the guild bank right now. But this is the main reason I came here, actually. get those squadron battle manuals. They help me level up quite nicely. Let me check their... Okay. What about this one? Receive crafter scripts. Crystal cluster, okay. Don't need any of those, I already reviewed them. There you go. There we go. Just trying to level all of them to level 60. I wonder, like, I never heard anyone talk about this, and I know I've inspected so many people and none of them got risen past the rank of captain, so I wonder if there's actually a chance for us to do so in the new expansion. Who knows, maybe in Evercold, Everwinter, Evercold. I keep forgetting what it's called, the new expansion. Every person I inspect, captain. It's always captain. I know that's the max rank for now. I've already acquired captain with all 3 factions. Right, Treen Sep. That's not worth anything. Sell that to the retainer. How about lavender? 20 gold. We can try and sell it. Why not? Okay, that's our first. That one's done. Let's get our second retainer. So many items that aren't worth anything. Oh, wait. I haven't learned that one yet. There you go. Alright, that takes care of that. Let's drop by the gold saucer for a bit. Let's do a quick Air Force One. We're gonna do an Air Force One, then we'll do the triple triad. Not the triple triad. We'll do the scratching cards, and then we'll call it quits for today. We're able to push all the class quests till as far as we could take them, which is good. I had some practice here with Resident Evil on the Wii. That is way harder than this. That game was hard, not gonna lie. Done. Perfect. Yeah, every time I play that, I want to play point blank. Who knows? Maybe I'll get my old setup done. I can start streaming some retro games on a retro setup. Mini Cackpot Broker. Right, this is the one we came for. $306, not bad. $252. So there's no jackpot here. Let's try and go with this one. Too bad. Alright, there's one thing we can do quickly. There he is. There's quite a lot of stuff here. This is just normal gold, isn't it? It is. Oh, Shadowheart. Yeah, I know that game. That's a great game. I definitely know Shadowheart. I like the shoes. Little strewn bottom, strewn dress form. That's interesting. And what I came to do was talk to him. I usually... Oh wait, it's not open yet. Okay, not yet. Bah. So I'm going to get that easy 10k right there. Well guys, I'm thinking of ending it here. We did everything I wanted to do today. Well, actually we didn't do the roulettes, but it's getting a little late, and honestly I'm pretty tired after that ordeal with the multi-stream. So I'll end it here for now. Tomorrow we'll be back with some Final Fantasy XIV. We'll do some roulettes, we'll continue the main quest, do some of the side quests from the main quest. And then on Friday, I have something different planned. With a bit of luck, I will get one of the boxes in from Japan that is containing all the cards. Well, not all the cards, because I couldn't ship them in one box. Literally too heavy. Hopefully I get one of the 4 boxes, so that's about 20 kilograms of cards. So maybe on Friday I'll just do a chill sorting stream. Just go through all these cards, just sorting them, live stream, maybe chat a little bit, no gaming. I'll have my camera on for the pointed at the cards so people can have a look at the cards that came in. And maybe I'll just do that, just a relaxed stream. And then on Saturday we have probably more Final Fantasy and TCG stream in the evening. But for now, I'm hitting the bed. Yeah, it's getting late. It's 11:36 here. Probably take a shower and just hit the bed for now. Got 2 more days up ahead before it's weekend, so appreciate you all for joining. Hope you guys liked the video. If you guys liked the video, please leave it a like. If you're new to the channel and you'd like to help out, please consider subscribing. This will help me and my channel grow. While you're at it, if you have any tips, comments, or suggestions, or would like to see me play another game, let me know down in the comments below or in my Discord, and I'll reply to you as soon as I can. This is Daryl from Final Fantasy Fan, and I'll see you all on the next Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV. Also, Morazane, I will change the thumbnail. I'll keep the thumbnail the same, but I'll change the text. So thank you, Morazane, for joining. Thank you, Evoke, for joining. Cyrus, appreciate you being here, buddy. Hammercat, Rick, thank you for joining. And George, and Saber, and Reggie. Thank you all for joining the stream. And hopefully I'll see you all in the next Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV. Till then. Good night, guys.
The stars are whispering to the night, a tale of journeys bathed in light. Footsteps fade on the softest ground. Dreams are calling without a sound. Lay your head on the clouds above. Let the winds cradle you with love. Close your eyes, the world will wait. Dreams unfold at the heavens' gates. A lantern flickers soft and slow, guiding hearts where dreams may flow. The sky wears hues of gentle gold. Stories rest as the night takes hold. Lay your head on the clouds above. Let the winds cradle you with love. Close your eyes, the world will wait. Dreams unfold at the heavens' gates. The echoes of the day retreat. Soft lullabies in shadows meet. A gentle hum, a melody, unraveling all memories. Lay your head on the clouds above. Let the winds cradle you with love. Close your eyes, the world will wait. Dreams unfold at the heavens' gates. The echoes of the day retreat. Soft lullabies in shadows meet. A gentle hum, a melody, unraveling all memories. The stars are whispering to the night, a tale of journeys bathed in light. Footsteps fade on the softest ground. Dreams are calling without a sound. Lay your head on the clouds above. Let the winds cradle you with love. unfold at the heavens' gates. A lantern flickers soft and slow, guiding hearts where dreams may flow. The sky wears hues of gentle gold. Stories rest as the night takes hold. Lay your head on the clouds above. Let the winds cradle you with love. Close your eyes, the world will wait. Dreams unfold at the heavens' gates. The echoes of the day retreat. Soft lullabies in shadows meet. A gentle hum, a melody, unraveling all memories. Lay your head on the clouds above. Let the winds cradle you with love. Close your eyes, the world will wait. Dreams unfold at the heavens' gates. The echoes of the day retreat. Soft lullabies in shadows meet. A gentle hum, a melody, unraveling all memories. The stars are whispering to the night, a tale of journeys bathed in light. Footsteps fade on the softest ground. Dreams are calling without a sound. Lay your head on the clouds above. Let the winds cradle you with love. Close your eyes, the world will wait. Dreams unfold at the heavens' gates. A lantern flickers soft and slow, guiding hearts where dreams may flow. The sky wears hues of gentle gold. Stories rest as the night takes hold. Lay your head on the clouds above. Let the winds cradle you with love. Close your eyes, the world will wait. Dreams unfold at the heavens' gates. The echoes of the day retreat. Soft lullabies in shadows meet. A gentle hum,